Imagine you're at the Magic Kingdom having a truly incredible day, and sure enough, the time has come, the park's already closed. What do you do for dinner?
It's a situation that you may find yourself in at the Magic Kingdom, and I realize that it's a unique time right now, so the chances of being in a situation like this will vary depending on when you come to the Magic Kingdom. But at the time of filming, there are some days at the Magic Kingdom where the park closes at 6 p.m. And there are several who may be in your party who say to themselves, oh my gosh, it's already 6 or maybe it's 5:30, we're in line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, there's no way we're going to get dinner. What do we do for dinner now?
Today we're going over my favorite quick service locations on the monorail line. There are plenty of other quick service locations at different resorts you get to via bus and boat and even more. Today we're focusing on the monorail.
The monorail resorts represent an ease of transportation to and from the Magic Kingdom, and the reason why we prioritize them so much is simply because they're so easy to get to. And keep in mind, this situation is not meant only if you're, staying in the parks later and you miss dinner. Consider breakfast and lunch as well. So I'm going to be going over several menus today. We can look over together and kind of consider other options at those monorail resorts. It's so convenient to get to, and they provide great views too. So imagine in the future when the fireworks are back at Walt Disney World, we've got these restaurants available as well. They're not going anywhere, they're sticking around, so it's something to consider for the future. The monorail itself is an experience at Walt Disney World. Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. The monorails at Walt Disney World are a little bit older, but they're all being updated, and along with the amazing views, you can now find some more comfortable chairs. They've been padded just a little bit more, and some of the smaller pieces all around the monorail have been updated as well. We're on Monorail Black today, and you can see that area kind of behind my head has been updated with that new Monorail Black logo there, along with that very, very light red hint around it. Looks so good. The first monorail resort coming from the Magic Kingdom is Disney's Contemporary Resort. Guests exit the monorail at the Grand Canyon Concourse Station, which is actually the 4th floor of the resort. It makes sense because you're not coming in at the lobby level, so you have to go down a floor in order to get to any of the dining options.
Disney's Contemporary Resort is so close to the Magic Kingdom that you can walk to it. You don't have to take the monorail, but it is one on the monorail line. So let's dive in. Now, maybe you're saying to yourself, Mike, on the monorail resorts, aren't there only like a super limited number of counter service options? When you think about counter service directly, perhaps, but there are so many other bars and other areas that we're going to touch on here as well that, in my mind, count as counter service because you can order and go.
First up on our list today is the Contempo Cafe, located on the 3rd level of the Contemporary Resort, next to Chef Mickey's and the Outer Rim Bar and Lounge. It's got great views of the monorail going over you, and some of the food and desserts are extremely unique. At the time that this video is being recorded, you can actually see some of those desserts out in front of the Contempo Cafe just to display some of those delicious options, and let me tell you, they are delicious. From the peanut butter pie to the flourless chocolate cake to even that pumpkin pie tart, they're all very unique and delicious. Disney calls it the Dirt and Worms cupcake. I call it Worms and Dirt. I do like it, but I prefer it kind of with the pudding rather than kind of the cake. It's still good though. Full-sized chocolate or white chocolate cake from Contempo Cafe. If you're celebrating a birthday, maybe it's a big party in like a room, or even not if you're staying at Disney's Contemporary Resort, you can order it and celebrate together. Why not? Disney cake is the best way to go. In addition, you can also get a chocolate character, and look at the gold trim on the shoes or the tie of Mickey. It's great. The cupcakes that they have at Disney's Contempo Cafe are extremely unique and vary based on the time of year. So the Monster Cupcake here. They also have the Cinderella Cupcake to celebrate, of course, Cinderella. Contempo Cafe is located in the middle of the lobby of Disney's Contemporary Resort, and you may think that means that it's a very loud restaurant. In reality, it can get a little bit on the louder side, but only during certain hours. You notice right here, right before the dinner rush, we make our way in and there's very few people around, and it's actually extremely quiet inside of Disney's Contempo Cafe at this moment. Now let's go over the Contempo Cafe breakfast menu. We're starting with breakfast. As I mentioned earlier, Halloween exclusive items like cupcakes and resort refillable mugs, now with the Halloween theme, are right here on the menu. You can see $19.99 now, and I've made videos about this before, but I think it's definitely worth it. They're starting to get into the holiday exclusive items as well at this point, so we have the opportunity to see some of those holiday items that they'll have, and they do change it up every single year and throughout the year as well, so don't be afraid to check as you go through. In terms of entrees, we've got the bounty platter, Mickey-shaped waffle, grilled breakfast sandwich, things that we've come to expect around Walt Disney World when it comes to quick service dining. We've also got the breakfast tofu bowl, very unique one. Steel-cut oatmeal, I remember being very, very good. Some sides. Look at those kids' meals. The kids have some of those standard items as well, along with the Mickey waffles. Almost the exact same, just a kids' version versus the adult version. Then you've got the bakery items. Okay, there's that celebration cake we were talking about before, and this is that full cake, you know, for several guests. So don't be afraid. Special holiday or birthday or whatever it is, whatever you're celebrating, Disney's got a cake for you. They've also got a variety of different snacks that you can find in those freezers right inside of Disney's Contempo Cafe. They'll get them for you at the time that this video is being made, but usually you can kind of walk into that little freezer area and pick it up yourself. They have a lot of different drinks as well. But one item that they actually don't have on the menu right now, we've got beer. You can see a lot of different alcoholic options here. There's wine, other alcoholic beverages. They've got ice cream, not shown here simply because it's not active right now, but they've got the kind of fill your own ice cream cup, and the ice cream there is really, really good. Super, super soft serve is what I like to call it.
For a long time, one of my favorite burgers here at Walt Disney World was actually the Contempo Smokehouse Burger at the time that this video is being made. The Contempo Smokehouse Burger has been kind of changed into a bacon burger. I'm truly hoping that it comes back to the Contempo Smokehouse Burger. Cross my fingers, but if you see it on the menu, I would recommend it. It's amazing.
Our next semi-counter service location, and you'll find out why I said that in a moment, takes us down 2 flights at Disney's Contemporary Resort. They do have escalators, don't be afraid to use them, but sure enough, we're at the Wave of American Flavor. Now, I do know the Wave of American Flavor is not, and I repeat, is not a counter service location inside the Contemporary Resort. It's not. The reason I am mentioning it today is because they have this very special option available right now where you can order something from the Wave and then just take it to go. So it's acting as if it's a counter service location, but you get the delicious food at the Wave. Don't be afraid to take advantage of this during this very unique time.
The Wave of American Flavor has a very unique style to it. It is a table service restaurant. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. But at the time that this video is being created, they have the very special mobile order and pickup menu from the Wave. Take advantage of it. For breakfast at the Wave, the Floridian Eggs Benedict is my go-to. They have some great pancakes. The sweet potato pancakes are outstanding, but the Floridian Eggs Benedict is something extremely unique that is definitely one of the best breakfasts at Walt Disney World with that one dish.
So good. Definitely worth going out of your way for. Both of these. So good. We've got the American Eggs Benedict, omelet your way, and avocado toast. But I mean, just comparing, in my mind, when I look at this, I'm going to get that Floridian Eggs Benedict or the sweet potato pancakes every single time. Every single time, not kidding. They've also got the kids create your own entrees. You choose one here, and then you choose 2 of these, then you get a specialty drink. So they have to kind of build your own there, and they've got the wake-up call as well, which would be alcoholic beverages. They've also got non-alcoholic beverages, like some smoothies, ones that we'll definitely have to be trying in the future. The Wave of American Flavor actually has different menus for lunch and dinner, which is always a lot of fun. They've got the crab cakes, delicious appetizer there. They've got bao buns as well. Cauliflower taco, I don't think I've tried it, but I'd love to. It just looks so good with the salsa verde. Signature burger, Reuben sandwich. You know what? I think the Reuben sandwich was my favorite for lunch, but we're going to get to dinner in a moment. You got the chocolate flight there, creme brulee. Oh my gosh. And they got the kids a la carte items as well. Again, you've got the options to pick, choose 1, choose 2, and then the kids specialty drink for lunch. So you can see it's a similar menu in terms of how it's laid out, but the food is totally different. For dinner, you can see the appetizers stay the same, but the entrees have changed. Now we've got the beef tenderloin, pork tenderloin, we've got the chicken, the gnocchi. There's a lot of different items available here. The entrees change. A lot of other things remain the same when it comes to the menu at the Wave.
One item that I don't see on the menu at this time, and keep in mind the menus change all the time, is the bacon and eggs, or eggs and bacon, whatever it was called. Those are amazing. That's an amazing dish at the Wave. I have no doubt it will come back because it's so popular, but if you see that on the menu, it's another one not to miss.
Those are my favorites at the Contemporary. Now let's move on to the next monorail resort. To get there, we go back up to that 4th level, Grand Canyon Concourse Station, and we make our way on the monorail. And when you're going on the monorail, please, please, please do not have your head in your phone. This is just personal taste here. Look outside, take the time, observe, look at those sunsets. They're amazing, absolutely incredible. First, you'll make your way to the Transportation and Ticket Center, and then you'll be on to Disney's Polynesian Village Resort.
Now, while we're here at the Polynesian together, let's take a very, very quick look at the update that I noticed walking in.
There are several updates happening at the Polynesian Village Resort, but today I noticed that the entire ceiling has been blacked out basically with a tarp up above. The sunlight is no longer coming through as they're working on the roof. Eventually it will again, but for now it's totally blacked out. Keeping with our same theme, let's touch on Tambu Lounge. I realize that it is not a counter service location, but it can act as a quick dining experience, so I really do want to mention it. It's located right next to Disney's Ohana restaurant. At the time that this video is being made, Ohana is not open. So you get that Hawaiian feel, the vibe, the great atmosphere at Tambu Lounge. Tambu Lounge recently underwent a major update in terms of the menu. It's basically a brand new menu, and I've tried several of the items. I've got to tell you, they are extremely good. We're going to dive into the menu momentarily.
The Tambu Lounge is home to one of my new favorite flatbreads on property. Definitely worth going out of your way for.
The Tambu Lounge at Walt Disney World has a variety of different items, but please keep in mind those hours. They do vary. I have no doubt they will be changing in the future. So please, please, please don't forget to check those menus. They will list them right there. California Roll, you've got those flatbreads. Now that flatbread's the one I want to talk about first. You have the option of the seafood flatbread. You can just choose between the shrimp, crab, red onion, all these great items, or you can get, so make sure you got that or right there, or you get the shredded pork and pork belly flatbread. I prefer the pork one. I really do. It is so good. It's, I think, my favorite flatbread at Walt Disney World. I really do. But the shrimp is great too. If you love seafood, it's definitely worth a try. It really, really is. We also had the opportunity to try those pork ribs, and them, let me tell you, they were amazing. Not quite as good as the flatbread, however. Flatbread is definitely the winner, in my opinion. We've also got the hot wings, but flatbread wins right now. They have some non-alcoholic beverages along with their specialty cocktails, and they've got a lot of different items available, including the ones that come in an entire pineapple. Several different beer options along with Hawaiian sourced or inspired beers, some hard ciders, sparkling wines, white wines, rosé wines, and red wines as well. You can get them by the glass or bottle. Don't forget to check the menus. The menus are always being updated, so I'm going to link them in the description of this video so you can always come back and take another look.
Now, it wouldn't be a quick service monorail video without Captain Cook's.
Captain Cook's is just one of those items that just doesn't get old. It never gets old. You can go back again and again, get your favorite Thai coconut meatball or the nachos. Flatbread at Tambu Lounge probably beats the one at Captain Cook's right now. However, let me tell you, those Thai coconut meatballs, I will never ever get sick of. And I absolutely love the nachos as well. It's not only that, it's the atmosphere, it's the cast members. You know how much I appreciate them. They truly make the magic for us each and every day. And it's the amazing views. Like you can sit outside. Don't forget about that. They have outdoor seating at Captain Cook's. The indoor seating is nice too. It really, really is. But outdoor seating just provides this second level of comfort and relaxation. Captain Cook's has the breakfast and lunch and dinner menu. Let's go over breakfast first. They've got some delicious items. You can see Halloween and holiday exclusives already, but they've got the bounty platter. Come to know and love it. Mickey waffles, morning flatbread, but take a look. They've got the Tonga Toast, well-known Tonga Toast. It's the same one that you can find at Kona Cafe. So that one might be worth grabbing right there. You can also find the breakfast burrito, which I found last time we were there was just so good. They've also got the Power Breakfast Bowl along with the steel cut oatmeal for adults and for kids. Interesting how it's a little bit more expensive for the kids meal, right? But it's because they have so many more additional things added to it. Just a side note there. Other kids meal items, egg white scramble, kids Mickey waffles, and you can see those sides. Bakery items, a lot of delicious one there. You can see the Moana cupcake, cinnamon bun, and more. A lot of different snacks items that we've come to know and love around Walt Disney World. Different beverages that they have, including Monster Energy. I know there are a few friends who want to know where they sell that at Disney. Beers, wines, and that's the end of the breakfast menu. Breakfast is good, but lunch and dinner is what you really want to go for at Captain Cook's. And right here, the Thai coconut meatballs. Let me just tell you right now, some of the best. Some of the best. I cannot recommend it highly enough. Yes, I really do enjoy the noodles and vegetables. I enjoy the Aloha pork sandwich. I do. They're good. And the nachos, they're not listed here, but I do know that they have them at the time this video is being recorded, but they're so good as well. They've also got some standard items, cheeseburger, wings, but Thai coconut meatballs. Trust me, try it. Asian style noodle salad, delicious. You've also got some plant-based items for lunch and dinner. I know those are very, very popular. Superfood salad, I think my mom was a big fan of that. Kids Disney check meals, something else to consider, along with the standard kids meals, the sides. Then we're back to the bakery, some snacks. We're going to scroll on through these. Some beverages we know, beer and wine as well. But it's those standard entrees that I cannot tell you how much I love. The Polynesian favorite entrees. Just so good.
Now, technically, this is a snack, right? So it's not food, but I've got to talk about pineapple lanai. I have to. It's part of the Polynesian experience.
Oh, pineapple lanai, how I love you. I cannot begin to tell you how delicious the pineapple Dole Whip, whatever you get, whatever it can be, just the Dole Whip itself, it could be the soft serve with the pineapple juice, whatever it is. However you enjoy it, it is just something that makes you feel so, so magical.
If you went to Walt Disney World and didn't get a Dole Whip, did you go to Walt Disney World? We've been to the Contemporary, we've been to the Polynesian, one more left, the Grand Floridian.
Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is one stop away on the monorail. We're going to hop back on board and make our way over there. It is an older style resort at Walt Disney World. However, it doesn't mean that the food is old style. One of the more recent additions at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa is the Enchanted Rose. It's a relatively new addition. It's on that same level where we step off at the monorail. The food is only okay. We have to go back and try some more. It's not my all-time favorite, so we're going to save that for a restaurant that you have to kind of walk through the Grand Floridian to get to. Now, this one can be a little bit difficult to find, so I'm going to walk you through just a tiny bit through the lobby. You kind of walk on a diagonal path through the lobby, you walk past the gift shop, and then you walk outside. You're actually walking past the Grand Floridian. You can see the Grand Floridian Cafe. At the end of the hall, you walk out the doors, and you follow the walkway around until you make your way to Gasparilla Island Grill. Gasparilla Island Grill has some delicious items. It really does. Some we're going to go over in the menu in a moment, but I do want to mention the cast members are amazing. Something that is truly incredible is the view. You can see Cinderella Castle so clearly from basically anywhere around here. The window, they're just sitting back and relaxing. You can see the monorail, the sky, the palm trees. Take it all in. Take it all in at Gasparilla Island Grill. And if it's a really nice, maybe evening at Walt Disney World, try sitting outside. Just look at that. Look at that view. Just consider that view, the sunset, and the castle. Monorail going by. It's just an amazing feeling.
Not only does Gasparilla Island Grill have some incredible food, and it's really good, the brie and chicken and the hot Italian, really good. We've also got some specialty drinks, especially during the Halloween season. Dark Side of the Moon, or Shadow of the Moon, is what this one's called. Super sweet, super good. You gotta like sweet things, but wow.
It's true that Gasparilla Island Grill has some truly delicious items. And we're going to get back to lunch and dinner in a moment, but take a look at the Halloween exclusives. Jack Skellington Pumpkin King Cake Pop and Zero Dog Bone Eclairs. It took all of my power, let me tell you, not to get those. It's all of my power, but I'm being good, so it's good. You got these standard breakfast items here, including some plant-based oatmeal. We're gonna go, actually you can see the celebration cake. Wanted to make sure I point that one out, along with some bakery items, some desserts. Let's go back up there and take a look at the lunch menu, however. For lunch, we can find those same Halloween exclusive items. All look so good. They've got some pizzas. They look good. They really do. We've tried them. Not my all-time favorite. House-made mac and cheese. I've heard that's delicious. Artisan burger is good. Chicken and brie. There you go. That's a delicious one, but not nearly as good, in my opinion, as the hot Italian sandwich. That takes the cake. That, to me, is just, it's worth going out of your way for. It's worth coming out of the Magic Kingdom and stopping on over for a hot Italian sandwich. It really is. I did try it recently, and it was an okay flavor, but I remember the time before last when I tried it, it was just out of this world amazing. I know they'll get back to that. I know they will. It's just a unique time. They will, but that's one to get. It really is. For dinner, we find a very similar menu at Gasparilla Island Grill. Pizzas, the chef's specialties, burgers, sandwiches, plant-based sides, all the items that we've come to know and love. You see those cheeseburgers for kids, chicken nuggets for kids. They've got those full cakes I wanted to mention. Remember those Mickey cakes we saw at the Contemporary? Still have them here, so something else to consider. You're celebrating, there you go. Monster Energy drink they do have at the quick service location. They've got some alcoholic beverages here inside Gasparilla Island Grill. They've also got lots of beer options available, along with some wine bottles and wine glass offerings.
Now, one day in the future, there's going to be a walkway from the Magic Kingdom all the way to the Grand Floridian and even to the Polynesian, because you can walk from here to the Poly. It makes these resorts even more accessible, especially after a Magic Kingdom day, or if the park just closes a little bit early. I sure hope you enjoyed today's video looking at those casual dining experiences around the monorail resorts. Thanks so much for being a part of the magic with me today. It was so much fun sharing it all with you. Until next time, have a magical day.